What's good, y'all? About to send this link out. Then we're going to go ahead and get started. Test. What's good, y'all? About to send this link out. Then we're going to go ahead and get started. Test. Cool. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Learning session about to start in a couple minutes. We got a couple news events today as well. Like it. We got a few potential setups also, but we're going to wait till London session starts. As far as news today, we had GBP news at 2 a.m. Didn't really do anything. I was expecting to do something, but it didn't. And then at 8:30, we got USD news. And then that's pretty much it for today. And then tomorrow, we got GBP news at 4 a.m. And then USD news at 10 a.m. So we're going to be pulling some of these charts up. Let's see what we got here. So we might see a possible reversal depending on if GN can break this resistance level. I was watching it. Could have went for a short-term buy here, but I want to see how it's going to react to this resistance level. Because, again, we had this huge drop to the downside. Had a lower low here. Price respected as a resistance. Came back down. Created a double bottom. Price rejecting. So if we can treat this level from resistance to support, we could see a possible reversal, even though we do have this huge level of traffic here that it would have to break through. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So that's why I'm just kind of watching to see what it does. We caught a couple of good moves yesterday, though. We're going to go over all that in a little bit as well. What's going on, Alton? How you feeling? I don't know what the heck just happened. Pull that back up. And same thing with GA. We might see the reversal, but again, price hasn't rejected back down. What the heck's going on, man? All right, there we go. Price hasn't broken back below the support level, treating as resistance, but we can clearly see here. I'm trying to click the right one. There we go. But we can clearly see right here that price hasn't been breaking this resistance level. It's been hitting this level for literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Skip the day here on Tuesday, but yesterday and today it's still treating this level as resistance. So again, it's going to be interesting. We could see a reversal if price breaks this level, which was what I was waiting for last night to see what's going to happen. It's kind of just been chilling here. A lot of the charts have just been chilling. Again, we had FOMC yesterday, and those that was in the live stream or those that was live with us, the members, because we did go live not during FOMC but during the 8:30 news event. Who was talking about that price and markets can be choppy and slow until FOMC pops off, and that's kind of what happened. Literally like an hour or two after FOMC, then we saw some more moves happen. When we was live during 8:30, we had that other GJ pump happen, the one we was looking for during London session yesterday, but it rejected that level. But again, we caught that huge GJ buy during Tokyo session going into London session yesterday. Let's go ahead and pull that up. My thing is bugging out. Let me close some of these tabs. What's going on, y'all hopping in? There we go. We was looking for this setup during London session, but then price rejected, chilled here, pushed back up, and then when an 8:30 news event popped off, which you can clearly see is the 8:30 candlestick, that's when price pumped and did the move we was looking for. It was another nice 1 to 2 restore setup. And then we can see right here, price has just been chilling here afterwards. did a rejection, did another pump, and then it's just been chilling here all Tokyo session. It tried to break it one time, and then it rejected back down. So I had this buy idea, waiting to see if we can break back above this level and treat it as a support. If we treat it as support, we can continue to uptrend. And we can continue looking for buys. Looking at an SPX setup as well. But it's still just retesting, chilling on this level here. So we're going to be watching SPX. We're going to be watching GJ. Gold. I had this gold running up. It did its move like about an hour ago. Hit that strong support level, which you can see last time price came this low, had the same reaction, trade support, shot up. So it's going to be interesting to see if price is going to break this resistance level, though, that we got here around like 1888, 1890. It's going to be interesting that gets broken today, because if it's broken today, we could see a possible reversal. But if it rejects that level, price could try to come back down. But right now, we're going to be looking for buys at least to that level. I'm not going to say we're going to be like, again, we have to wait to see how price reacts to that level right there. Those just join the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. Go ahead and hit that first thing in the description. Join the free signal and free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link. You can check that out for yourself. We're going to pull up how we did last week and how we're doing so far this week as well in a little bit. Just want to look and see what setups we can possibly jump into. New 5 minutes about to start. EJ looks like it's about to try to break these highs this week. But we're just chilling right now. Just seeing what setups we can look for. Gonna be watching GJ, EJ. Gonna be watching SPX. Gonna pull up NAS as well, see what NAS is doing. Actually, I might pull up US30. I was looking how US30 was looking earlier. Let's see possible buy setups here. And then, like always, you got any questions, drop them in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what price does here. US30 retesting this level as well. It's a little high, but not too high. Stop loss right here. There's a few possible sales we can see right here. So I think here we was bearish. Had a nice drop to the downside, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then price broke the lower high to the left. So if we can hold this low as support, which we see yesterday and on Tuesday, it was struggling to do so. Tuesday hit this low, rejected. Yesterday, it pushed back up. It's still closed right on this level. So today, we see price hold this low as support, and especially break this resistance level right here. We can see a reversal come back into play. Again, just like with gold. Again, no coincidences in the market. Price hit a strong support level where we see price had similar reactions. We see levels of traffic here. So it's not too much of a shock that price had a similar reaction and bounced off that level. So we could be looking for more buys on the indices as well. We went for a buy yesterday and on, what is today? What's today? Thursday? So yesterday and Tuesday. And we got a couple levels. SPX just broke a level as well. We can pull that up. See what EJ is doing. EJ's still chilling there. And if we look at SPX, SPX is doing a similar move or did a similar move as US30. It's right back above the support levels, doing a retest right now. So if we can hold this level of support, we can see another bias up. Because again, price has just been pumping up price has been pumping up all week. Even on the bank holiday. Because again, last week it was bearish. It was catching a bunch of sells. Came to the support level, tried multiple times to break it, rejected, and then on Monday, Price continued to pump up. Jumped in another buy. Jumped in the buy on Tuesday. But yesterday did a retracement and then pumped up, and now it's right at this resistance level. About to see if we can treat it as support. And the same level we can look for possible buys at, we see all the way here in September, we caught a sell at the same exact level. And then we look to the left even more, we caught buys. Well, not exactly at this level, but we was looking for buys here, caught a sell at this level again, and this was all the way in August. Caught buys here, this was all the way in June. Same exact level. Yeah, so we're just waiting for some volume to pick up. We're going to see what this next 15 does. Price has been pretty dead since FOMC. It did a quick move before market close, and then last night price didn't really do too much. We had a couple of retracements, but again, I'm not trying to enter trades off retracements. I'm trying to catch a higher high or lower low. So we're just chilling, patiently waiting. Let's GJ up too. GJ still chilling here as well. So as far as how we're doing so far this week, you hit that first link in the description. You can check it out, but we're going to pull it up right now too. So we're off to a great this month. We had a good last month, good quarter. So as far as this week, took one trade yesterday. We took an EUPS, and the GJPY that we entered on Tuesday, the final TPs didn't get hit till the next day during Tokyo session. Going into London session, all TPs got hit, caught 56 pips. Caught total 72 pips yesterday. 4-1 for the week so far. Every trade posted got a personal entry, SL. Time the trade was posted, how people either enter the trade, TPs, reactions, TPs getting hit, all that good stuff. So yeah, we entered this on the 10th, and we caught a couple TPs that day. But then again, we see here it wasn't until later on that night during Tokyo session, close to London session, that we started to pump. But again, it wasn't a lot of volume, but again, following the flow of price, was still able to catch pips. What is my thing? My thing bugging. Give me 1 second, bro. I always say I need to restart my computer, and I don't do it. So let me set an alarm so I can restart it after this stream. So my computer is begging for help right now. I'll be putting it to work. But again, this is why I always tell you want to go with the flow of price, because even though we can see right here by these candlesticks, it was very low volume, very choppy, very tiny, it still trickles slowly in our direction because we're following the flow of price. Even when it retraced, it still slowly trickled back up and going our direction. So right now we're just waiting to see if we can break this resistance level, turn to support, because if we're looking for buys, we need to enter our support levels. And just like we're looking for sales, we need to enter off resistance levels. But we got a couple setups we can possibly jump into soon. We're just waiting to go see what this next 15 looks like. Watching GJ, watching US30, SPX. Keep an eye on gold, but it's got a little bit of retracing to do. But yeah, we're just patiently waiting right now. Let me go ahead and set this alarm. Also, while y'all watching, go to the community tab and put your vote in for tomorrow's video. We'll be posting a video tomorrow, so make sure y'all vote. I'm gonna check to see what it's looking like right now, because I haven't checked this since I posted it yesterday. But make sure to vote. Every week I drop a poll so y'all can vote for the video. Sometimes I post more than one. And you haven't seen my videos I dropped last week, make sure to check them out. I'm gonna drop the link for that in a second. I just need to set this alarm really quick, so I'm definitely going to forget once I hop off this live to do this. Restart computer. All right, bro. Let's retest and still. See the other charts are looking like. Dude, got a new 15 about to start. Got a couple minutes to a new 5-minute starts as well. Let's see what these charts looking like. Let me get rid of this alert. Set another one right here. So I'm not going to keep an eye on this. So I'm just going to move my alert to right here. If y'all, I think with the regular trading view, even the free trading view, you might get like 1 or 3 alerts. I think y'all get some on the free trading view, but the monthly is just like $15. I do recommend to get it, especially if you're trying to improve on your trading and really understand how the charts work. Because I only use a couple things with the paid, and that's bar replay and then the alerts. The alerts come in handy because, again, if you're not looking at the chart or you get sidetracked or you don't feel like staring at the charts all day, you can set an alert, and as long as one of the tabs is trading view, it's going to send off a beep, so you can go on your chart. It's going to let you know literally. We're going to see. I can actually show an example really quick. Let me show you an example. We see them happen during the lives all the time, but I'm going to just lower this down so y'all can see kind of what it looks like really quick. So let's see what's going to crash. Okay, there it goes. So it sends an alert like that. It beeps. It says what the pair is, and you can also title it like what you want it to say. Like when it hits this level, you can be like sell. Well, actually, let me hit the right thing. Right, so you go to the alert right here, and then you can put the message, enter sales, enter buys, whatever the case may be, and then you can set the settings. I personally like to do once per bar. But you can do it, have it set only once. You can do it once per bar close, once per minute. I wouldn't recommend once per minute because it'll get super annoying. But you can see it's literally just beeping because I have it right here. So, and because a new 15 started, it beeped again. Because again, I have it in my settings. Every bar, every candlestick is going to beep and go off. And the reason why it's going off multiple times is because I have multiple tabs open. If I just had one tab, you just hear the beep one time, right? But it definitely comes in handy, when you're looking at other charts or price is super slow and choppy like it is right now. So let me actually put it back to where it was. There it goes. That way, when you get sidetracked or something, it'll alert you so you can get back on the charts. Or if you're looking at another pair, and because how many times you're looking at a pair and then another pair goes off and you're like, dang, I just missed a move. I mean, we see it happen all the time on the lives, but that's why I started doing alerts again. Because those that have been watching for at least like maybe a month, y'all know I used to always be like, dang, I need to start setting alerts. And I just kept forgetting, but I started doing it this month, last month. But anyways, let's see what's going on. New 15 just started. We got gold retracing. SPX is retracing, retesting this level. Let's see what these other charts are up to. Oh, just join the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join a free signal, free Telegram. You see how we're doing so far last month in this quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check that out for yourselves. We're going to pull it up in a second as well. I'm just trying to make sure we're not missing any setups. Everything is still just bouncing around. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep it on GJ, gold, SPX, and US30. And I got alerts for everything else. I think that's what we're going to do. We got that. Put SPX right here. Yeah, so we're just patiently waiting right now. Again, this is a strong resistance level. We go on the daily time frame. We can clearly see that. And I wouldn't be too shocked if the price tries to retrace before it tries to go back up. Again, this is a strong resistance level. We can clearly see here in the past, price was hitting this level, treating as resistance. And we also see when the price broke above this level, where we caught these buys, and started treating and respecting this level as support. And then when we started going for sales, it started breaking its way down. And now we're right back to here. Price, again, repeating itself. There's no coincidences in the market. So we're either going to wait for price to do one or two things. We'll trace back down to here where we can look for buys, or price wants to break this level, we're going to look for buys right there. But we're just chilling, patiently waiting right now. We're waiting for price to either treat that level as support or retrace back down to this support level where we can look for buys. You can see this is the 15-minute time frame, so literally it's been hours, literally all night. Tokyo session. It's just been chilling right here. Let's put GJ back up. And if you don't understand, wait, am I tripping? Oh, okay. This was supposed to be SPX. And if y'all don't understand how support resistance works, I do got a video on my channel breaking it down. All right. So I'm going to actually drop that in the chat right now. So make sure to check this out because, again, if you don't understand how the candlesticks work or you don't understand the rules to the market, you're going to definitely struggle trying to trade. So let me find this video really quick. My bad, y'all. Give me a second. I'm doing something really quick. Here it is. All right, man. So make sure to check that video out, y'all. Let's put this back on the 15 so we can take a look at what this is doing. We're going to thin out this level so we can see exactly what it's up to. All right, man. I got an alert right there. Yeah, so these are charts we're going to be looking at. We're just chilling right now. So I'm going to write some trade ideas up because we can see some moves possibly happening a little bit. Looking at US30, we're looking at GJ, SPX, and we're watching gold right now. And this is your first time on the channel, welcome. Make sure to explore the channel. Go ahead and hit that blue logo that you see. Y'all know how YouTube works, and scroll, look at the videos because we don't just live stream every day. We post weekly content as well, from trade breakdowns, trading tip videos, trading plan videos, trading psychology videos, all types of stuff. We dropped 2 videos earlier. I keep saying I dropped 2 videos earlier last week. It was a trade breakdown and then a compounding video. I highly recommend to check those out. I'm gonna drop a couple links in the chat as well in a second. And then remember, like I said last night, we're gonna be going live for the news today as well. We went live yesterday. We're gonna go live today as well. Friday, the news is at 10 o'clock. Well, EST that is. I'm in a different time zones, so I got stuff to do at that time. Yeah, it's a decent stop loss. These are just trade ideas. Haven't entered anything yet. Yeah, I think it's just chilling right now. Yeah, so nothing we can do right now. We're just patiently waiting because, again, with trading, a lot of people have issues with, they get impatient with the charts. They think, oh, it's taking too long. But it's like, who's to say how long a set is supposed to take to come into play, or who says how long it's supposed to take when you're in a trade for it to play out? We don't control the markets. The price is going to do what it's going to do. You know what I'm saying? So you literally just have to wait for volume and your confirmations to be met. Because, again, you can try to rush your trade, rush your setup, but then that's how you get terrible risk to rewards, and that's how your win rate gets terrible. You lose more than you need to. You know what I'm saying? When you patiently wait for your confirmations, you go with the flow of price. You don't over leverage. You look for good risk to reward setups. That's how you end up winning more than you're losing. But then on top of that, that's how your wins are way greater than your losses. You get what I'm saying? So again, the whole point of trading isn't trying to catch every pip in the market. You shouldn't be in a rush to throw your money into the market. Like, what is the rush? Especially when you're up for the week or you had a successful month. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to risk making, dumb mistakes and, blowing some of your profits or losing some of your profits. You know what I'm saying? That's why every time you see me on live, I be in no rush to enter any trade. Let's be patiently. And then what happens when we patiently wait? It plays out. Even with GJ, obviously, GJ took a long ass time to hit the final TP. But again, if we look at the charts, we understand how to read the candlesticks. We clearly see there was no volume in these markets. And then also where we took the buy at, right? If we go on the daily time frame, we had this level of traffic we had to break. And then also we was in the middle of a reversal. So of course, if we're in the middle of the reversal, it's going to have to shift, as we can see here, from treating the level from resistance to support. And then we had a level of traffic to the left, right? That's why after it hit that level, it rejected, retraced, and then punched back up when volume came back into play, right? So we go back on the 15. This is where what was it? Tuesday's candlestick ended. We held it into Wednesday, right? Did that retracement and then pumped up. So even though it took longer than usual compared to like a buy this day or a sell this day, because we followed the flow of price, it still eventually went in our direction. You get what I'm saying? You want to look for high quality, high probability setups. You don't want to just jump into shit. You want to look for when you take a trade, it has to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, you probably shouldn't enter the trade. By probably, I mean you shouldn't. If it doesn't make sense, you shouldn't enter the trade. Right? Every trade we enter, it makes sense and it has a high probability of going our way. If we're bullish, we're looking for buys. Why? Because price is going up 70, 80, 90% of the time. If we're bearish, we're looking for sells. Why? Because price is going down 70, 80, 90% of the time. And you don't understand how to read candlesticks, I'm going to drop this video in the chat. It breaks it down pretty simply because, again, there's a lot of stuff out here. People make trading a lot more complicated than it needs to be, right? But when you really understand like how shit works, it's very, very, very simple. So I'm going to drop this in the chat right now. And shout out to everybody watching. Shout out to everybody watching because I know when we don't be taking trades, people don't want to watch. But when y'all in here, even though we're chilling, ain't no setups right now. Those are people I know that actually is trying to learn something. So shout out to y'all watching right now. But yeah, we can literally look. And then again, just again using logic. If we look at these candlesticks, look how small they are, right? No volume compared to like if we look into, we might have to go to a different, we look at like this candlestick right here or these candlesticks here, way more volume in them compared to, these candlesticks, right? These have way more volume. That's why they were able to do such a great move so quickly compared to, when it had low volume, right? Hit the same level, but took way longer to do the move that it did this time. You get what I'm saying? Hit the same level, did the same exact move, but took way longer to pump up because there was low volume. All right, that's why you want to trade when there's volume. But again, sometimes even like when you go to a session, it might be low volume. But usually when you trade during like certain times or trade certain pairs at certain times, that's because there's volume. Just like why people like to trade New York sessions, there's a lot of volume. Just like when people like to trade London session, because there's a lot more volume pumping into the markets. But just at certain times, it depends on a lot of things, right? News can affect the volume in the market. Holidays can affect the volume in the market. And also the day of the week can affect the volume in the market. Like Mondays and Tuesdays are usually the lower volume days because the markets aren't even fully open yet. They're just opening for the weekend. The Wednesday, things start to pick up. And then Thursday and Friday are usually the smoother days to trade. But it's not like that all the time, right? But that's for the most part. And speaking of news, as far as today, the GP news, we had GP news at 2 a.m. Didn't do nothing too crazy. And then we have USD news at 8:30 today. We got core CPI. And then tomorrow we got GP news again at 4 a.m., hour into London session. And then at 10 a.m. we have USD news, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it what we got today. We had FOMC yesterday, and then we had PPR yesterday as well. So US30 retesting, SPX retesting, GJ still just floating right here. So again, even if we would have took a trade, it's not like we would have caught any pips. Like price has not moved at all since we've been on here. So let me put a alert on this. One square bar, create, bam. All right, so I put alert there. Got an alert on this one. And then those watching recorded, y'all can still look at the live chat, but this is the video I just put in the chat, so make sure to check this one out right here. We're gonna move this over. All right, so while we're chilling, we're gonna finish going over how we did this week and last week. So that's how we did on Wednesday. Looking at what is this? Tuesday, went 2-1. Took a GA SL got hit. Took SPX5, all TVs got hit, caught 4,500 pips. Then we took a GJ again. TP3 got hit at that time, but then later on that night we hit the rest of the TPs on GJ. And then Monday took one sell on the holiday. We had 2 holidays. We had a Canadian and USD holiday. They did some decent news though, but we only took one trade that day. We took a GN sell. All teams got hit, caught 84 pips. So after a great start this week, we had a good week last week as well. As far as last month, we won 27-4. But as far as the quarter, we caught a total of 341,731 pips. 323,385, those strictly with the members in the advanced play signaling. July, we went 34-3, only took 3 losses July, caught 105,389 pips. August, we went 45-7. All right, get off my screen. There we go. August, we went 40. I'm getting trolled now. All right, there we go. August, we went 45-7, caught 219,708 pips. And in September, we went 27-4, caught 16,634 pips, giving us an 88% win rate, 106 wins, 14 losses. All right, this is how we did July. Had a 92% win rate July. And you can see all this. You hit the first link in the description. But yeah, so I'm not going to scroll too much. I mean, I would, but it would take a lot of scrolling. I will show you how we did the other quarter, like quarter 2 and quarter 1. But that would be a lot of scrolling. But you can see all that. Literally everything's documented from when the playbook got created. Like you hit this pin message, it'll take you to literally last year, around this time last year, and you just see how we've been consistently averaging high 80, high 90% win rates weekly, monthly, and quarterly. You can literally just check that out. But yeah, whoops. It's a lot easier to swipe and scroll on the phone than on the computer. It's about to reattempt to break that level, so we're just patiently waiting right now. New 15 just started. See what the other charts looking like. And like always, y'all want me to look at any charts, you can drop them in the chat. Got any questions, drop them in the chat. But yeah, you just behind the scenes with me while we're chilling, just looking at the charts right now. So again, with EN, I want to see how price is going to react to his resistance level. Even while I want to go for a buy, the ideal buy would have been at the support level down here. It was already kind of pumping up, doing this thing. But if it breaks this resistance level, we could see a reversal. And again, I personally don't care which way price goes. I just wanted to break out of the range in this because, again, if you watched my video on the 3 chart patterns, let me drop that in the chat right now. We literally see an example live right now of what I'll be talking about. And members, we went over this in yesterday's live during New York session as well. So make sure to watch yesterday's live. It's dropped in there, the recording. But let me find this video really quick. It used to be so easy to find videos, but I've been posting a lot more lately, so they be really getting lost in the sauce. But I do got a playlist, but it's a little bit different for me because I'm trying to find specific videos. Here it is. Bam, let me drop that in the chat. What's going on, J-Rod? I see you in here. All right, so you watch this video right here. Well, not this one. It's like a 10-second delay. It's going to pop up in a little bit. What's going on, J-Rod? There it goes. You watch this video right here. It's going to break down a little bit what we're about to talk about right now. So again, we have this nice downtrend. How do we know we're in a downtrend? Well, one using just common sense, we're tanking. But it gets into a little bit more technical. We see clear lower lows getting made and no higher highs getting made. We see lower lows getting made, that means we're bearish. And if we see higher highs getting made, that means we're bullish. So if we see price going down, what do you think we need to look for? We need to look for sells. And that's exactly what we was doing. We was catching sells all the way down here on GN and EN. But if after lower low, what has to come next? A lower high. So we had a lower high get made here. Price made a lower low technically. But what we wanted to see was price hold this level as a resistance. Because again, strong support can be a strong resistance. We clearly see here price trading this low as resistance. Then a couple months later, price trading the same low as support. And then we come all the way, and this was all the way in July, right? This was all the way in July. We're all the way in October now, a whole new quarter. And we see price trading the same level as support. But instead of breaking this level, price rejected it, bouncing up. So if the downtrend is going to continue, prices to make sure to hold this low as resistance, but ideally, make its way back down, treat this low as resistance to make a lower low. So again, I don't really care if we're in an uptrend or downtrend. I just don't want to be in this consolidation phase because we see right here, our price is bouncing and ranging right here, right? And again, we look right here, the same box we're in, price was doing the exact same thing. It's not a coincidence. So I just want price to either break below the support level and turn to resistance or break above this resistance level and turn to support. I don't care which way it goes. I just wanted to break out of this consolidation. That way we can have some more smoother trades. Because when it's bouncing like this, we can't really get good trade setups. So again, I don't really care if we're uptrend or downtrend. I'm not really biased with things. I just wanted to know exactly what I need to look for on that chart. And if a chart's messy, I don't like it, I'm just going to leave it alone. But again, see, that's exactly why we want to wait for price to treat the level of support. Because look, price rejected it, and we would have entered, it would have hit my stop loss I have right here. So again, just another example why you just got to patiently wait. Because again, what if we got impatient and jumped in this trade right here after price then shows holding to support? We'd be at risk and almost hitting our stop loss and losing money. We're already would be in drawdown right now. So again, there's no rush to enter a trade, especially when there's not enough volume, as we can see. It naturally went this way, but it wasn't because it was volume. This is no volume in these candlesticks, but that's what I was talking about. You follow the flow of price, even when there's low volume, it's still going to eventually go the direction you want it to go. But you need volume to break levels, all right? And I break that down in that video I dropped earlier. You need volume to come in to break levels. When there's no volume, it's just going to reject that level, right? So we see here, after FOMC, price did its dirty and pumped up, right? But then right before market closed, what happened? Price got dead and the volume dropped. But it still slowly trickled up. Why? Because, again, we have bullish momentum. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, so we'll just be waiting on this right here. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. What's the news event today, matter of fact? What is it, CPI? I mean, things might pick up the next hour, but price is pretty slow right now. Nothing we can do about that, though. Let me look at this chart while we're at it. I keep forgetting my GU. Let me look at this chart while we're at it. Having a similar reaction. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for buys on GU. But again, I wouldn't be surprised, just like with GJ, I wouldn't be surprised if price retraced with a retest, and then we could look for a buy. And I'm not against that either, because I like retracements, because again, retracements are going to help us when we go for a move, because again, we're not going for retracements. If we're bearish, we want to go for lower lows. If we're bullish, we want to go for higher highs. So if a retracement's coming into play, that means the next cycle in the trend's about to come into place, right? So if we're in a downtrend, the lower lows the pump, the lower highs the retracement. If we're in an uptrend, the higher highs the pump, the higher lows the retracement. So price retraces right here is going to make a higher low, and then what comes after the higher low? A higher high. So we have these levels marked out, so we know where price is going to be going. So if it rejects this level, it comes down to here. That's what's going to give us a better risk reward setup and a chance to catch multiple daily candlesticks, like right here. Right? Look at GU. This is the beginning of the lower low. It literally tanked after the lower high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. It literally tanked 6 days. That's a whole trading week before the retracement of the higher low. Then after the higher low, what happened? That Friday, I caught that sell. Then that Monday that week, I caught the other sell on the free channel. So we caught the whole lower low. So we let the retracement happen. We knew where price was going. Literally caught that wick. Then the next day we caught that huge daily candlestick, right? Then what happened? It retraced. So again, you watch the video on how to identify trend and trend reversals. Price broke the lower high to the left. So after retest, it can continue to treat this level from support, where in the past it was being treated as resistance. We consider reversal and the uptrend come into play. And we see this going on with a lot of charts. We see this going on with GU, a reversal coming, possibly. We see this on GN as well, a reversal coming, possibly. All right, we got this double bottom right here, and we're about to approach the resistance level. We see this happening on GA2, I think. Well, GA already kind of did it, but again, we need to break this resistance level. It hasn't done that yet. So we see this happening with a bunch of charts, and then we look to the left. We see a bunch of charts looking similar to the left as well. But let's put GJ back there because that's the chart I'm gonna look at. New 5 minute just started. Yeah, things start to pick up in the 4 o'clock hour, so we might see some action in a little bit. But right now, we're just patiently waiting. Those just on the stream, we haven't entered anything yet. These are just trade ideas. Go ahead and hit that first thing in the description. Join a free signal and free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit the first link and check that out for yourself. Also, make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I might go live later on TikTok today. I might go live after I go live with the members. We'll see. But just like the YouTube lives, I'm going to start sending links out. I kind of figured out how to use it for the most part now. I was playing around with it the past couple weeks. So, yeah, we're going to start going live a couple weeks during New York session on there as well. So definitely make sure to follow me on TikTok and join the free Telegram so you get notified when I do go live. Yeah, we're just chilling right now. Yeah, we're going to see what this next 15 looks like because we got US30 retesting, so it broke above where it's being treated as resistance. Now we're about to see if we can treat it as support. If we can hold as support, we can look for buys. If it rejects that level, we might see a retracement, or we might have to wait until pre-New York, if not New York. But if it breaks this level from resistance and treats as support, we can see a reversal come into play. Again, we see here this is a very strong support level, also strong resistance level. We do have a huge level of traffic to the left. So the news definitely can help us break that level. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens today and tomorrow. Because again, yesterday's news wasn't too crazy. Usually FOMCs be doing crazy points in the markets, like FOMC, CPIs, unemployment claims, and of course like ADP and stuff. I'm talking about stuff that we see like on a weekly basis besides just once a month. I'm trying to think. Pretty sure that's the main ones. CPI, FOMC, unemployment claims. I think those are like the main ones where we usually see some action go off when the news event starts. Of course, other news events like when like the Feds be speaking, but that's not all the time. And you don't understand like how news works or how trade news will go about news days, definitely practice on the demo, but this video is going to help you out with this as well. I actually got 3 parts breaking it down, but I'm just going to link part 1 and then the most recent one. So let me find part 1 first. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Bam. Let me drop the other one in the chat. Yeah, we got a new 15 about to start in like 20, 30 seconds. We're going to see what this is talking about. But we're just patiently waiting right now. Oops. All right, then those that's watching recorded, these are 2 videos I just put in the chat. Make sure to check those out. All right, new 15 just started, so now we're about to see what US30 is going to do. Realistically, it's probably either going to just sit here or retrace until volume picks up. Because, we see still no volume in the market. We've been in live for going on almost an hour now, and we've seen prices, even though it's retraced a little bit, it's barely done anything. Again, you watch that video I dropped breaking down volume candlesticks. That video I dropped, I break down wicks and volume candlesticks. Now, of course, there's certain hours you trade where there's going to be volume in the markets, but that's not all the time. But the main thing you need to understand with candlesticks is that's how price moves and pumps, retracements, pivots, but it doesn't do the moves until volume comes into play, right? So we have these support resistance levels. There's only a few times, like 20% out of the 100%, where if it doesn't need volume to break these levels. But for the most part, volume comes into play, I think, delaying when it comes to breaking these levels, right? So this was a news candle day. Volume was used to break that level there. Then here, these levels are off because I shifted the levels. There's support resistance levels every time frame, but every week I adjust my levels. But volume came into play here to break this level, did a retest off this resistance, did a pump, lower high, lower low. You can literally see how off the support level it bounced. This is literally where the lower high got made. And then what the volume came in to break this level right here, right? Same thing here when price retraced. Hit this level, volume came in to push price to the downside, right? But when price hit this level, you see this harsh rejection wick, and then the volume, there was enough volume to break that level. So again, when there's not enough volume to break the level, it's going to have to retrace back to the nearest level, whether it's up or down, depending on, if we're the uptrend or downtrend. But yeah, price just retracing right now, so nothing we can do about that. Yeah, I'm still going to be on the charts, but yeah, price is pretty dead right now. So I'm going to be on the charts still, but I'm going to end the stream in a little bit. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. Make sure to go to the community tab and vote for this week's video. I'm probably going to post that tomorrow. But yeah, we just gotta wait for volume right now. You know what's going on right now. Things might pick up as soon as I end the stream, though. That do be happening a lot. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop off, y'all. Going to see y'all at the same time tomorrow. London session 3 EST. And members, you already know I'm gonna drop the New York price watch list for y'all in a little bit.